All right, good morning. So we did have news at 9:45 and at 10 o'clock PMI. This is the rundown. So we manipulated up, closed lower, and now we're seeing if we can continue lower. There's a 15-minute gap right there. We have filled in a strong gap on the 3-minute. I'm thinking that we can come up and do something and then maybe drop to go to the new week opening gap. So that's kind of my draw. I'm not a big fan of this price action. That's why I think that we're going to have to go up and take out. I do think that there is liquidity right there. And we do have sell side that we can take. So I'm just bouncing back and forth. On the chart to my left, I'm looking at the 15 right here. I'm kind of looking at the 3 and the 1. But I'm not really liking this price action as of right now. So this right here is relative equal highs inside of a 3-minute fair value gap. 15-minute fair value gap, I'm sorry. And note, this candle right here says, okay, we do not want to proceed down lower. So we are displacing with gaps. Gotta download this, bro. That's golly. That's some heat right there. So right now I'm trying to see, are we gonna sweep liquidity and manipulate this range to continue lower? Or have we manipulated this range and displaced higher? Candle right there says we don't want to go up anymore. So note, this could look as displacement, but we have also filled in this gap. We just tapped into this gap perfectly. I think that's a good sell opportunity because we now. But I'm not seeing any like real distinct manipulation besides up here. And honestly, I haven't seen a big. Maybe that is our first pullback for this price leg. So this is like the first leg, pullback, continuation displacement leg right here. But that was not an A+ entry for me. Because we have displacement. I don't like the manipulation. We are displacing. Good price action. Context is there. And the trade is not that valuable. So I would have to risk down because I initially want to risk around like 20 points. Because nowhere in here do we seriously manipulate buyers and then close back a range, close back inside of a range. This right here, I'm not seeing that as strong manipulation. Those 4 candles, I'm not seeing that. Do I think that we're seriously going to displace another 220 points? Could happen, but that's looking low probability, low likelihood. So even if we do pull back to this gap, I'm still not seeing hard manipulation. What I'm wanting to see is us go up here, then displace a little bit more clean to then go lower. To where we can manipulate buyers, close below the range that generates liquidity. Whenever we generate liquidity, we have to displace. Because also, there was that 15-minute fair value gap. Or was it a 3-minute fair value gap? No, so we already filled that. Okay. I want to see us raid here, close above, strong manipulation candle up to then close below, fake out buyers. Because there's a bunch of sellers already in the market. Here, I'll be right back. All right, I think we're just gonna have to be patient, dude. I had a coffee this morning, and it is making me. It has messed my stomach up, and I gotta pee a lot. Um, Still, even on the 30-second, like there's still some liquidity resting above here. It's like even a trade right here. That's not valuable to me. So honestly, now we have closed below this range. Sellers got in right here. And now we're trying to go up because there's still liquidity right here to get ran and liquidity right here, meaning we still need to take it out, maybe draw back, an aggressive push to the upside, close above this range, manipulate all buyers into getting in, take that out, generate, displace somewhere around here for an initial move of like that'd be fabulous. This candle right here, if we close a little bit down, that can manipulate even more sellers in getting in. This is a high volatile day though. Because dude, if we have a 80-point pullback and then another 150-point drop, think I would have liked this entry better because we fire up, open, manipulate, we close below that range, slap on entries from there. But why would I not have participated in that trade? Because when do we take trades? After 9:40. We do not trade from 9:30 to 9:39. Alright, so scratch that trade idea. And that was a 61-point move just in those 3 candles. Wow. You guys, it has taken me freaking 2 trading weeks. I took this week off. I traded Tuesday, but I took this week off. So it's taking me a little bit longer. And throughout every single one of these days, there was a lot of backtesting being involved. So this will be the 5th week of this challenge, and that, in my opinion, is way too long. So really, technically, this will be my 4th week because I took that 1 week off. But I want to be passing this challenge in like 2 to 3 trades. This is taking a little bit longer than intended, but there's been a lot of growth within that month. So I'm no longer thinking that we're going to pull back all the way to up here. 1030 candle. I pay a lot of attention to the 1030 candle as well because there's a lot of traders whose algorithms play out from if something happened that they like from 9:30 to 10:30 and did not place a trade, I feel like a bunch of bigger fish place trades at 10:30 because also that's like the halfway point. You have the open from 10:30, then you have 10:30 to lunch, 12. I feel like the real trade would have been somewhere up here. I would have had to lower risk to, like, instead of 15 lots, maybe 5. But still, that was outside of my parameters. because I would not condone taking any trade throughout here. If you did take a trade, that's perfectly fine. Because I'm not you and you're not me, man. Because I didn't see any key manipulation, but I'm also not going to say if this falls inside of your strategy in the context of your strategy, good for you. And I will always applaud a nice 100-point move. And I do think this was the first leg, first initial pullback, second leg. And it's like, why? So this is how I see it. This is our first leg. This was a failed breakout. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we have a break in market structure, because on the 30-second, that would be a lower low. That would be considered a lower high for me. Maybe it'll show a little bit better on like 15-second, but that's getting like really technical. See? So we have broken market structure. And then we close aggressively below this lower high. So yeah. But I am anticipating, I want us to tap into this perfectly. If we could create a range somewhere down here, manipulate, displace, or maybe a pullback to then take out this liquidity here. But also you have to put into play, this is Monday. We have PM session and Tuesday's open to come in and take this liquidity out. So we have a lot of time. So there's no need to rush into a trade on Monday. This is like for me specifically. We don't have to take this out today. We could still wait for a potential setup to take out this right here to then generate liquidity to go up. I just cannot formulate a confident entry in here. And it wasn't as clean because context, right? It's Monday and we have news. Monday is my least probable day. I lose majority of the trades I take on Monday. And this is why. Mondays are my most low probable trade day because Monday we usually distribute liquidity. We're not really hunting on Monday. We're coming out hot. It's a new week. And I feel like that first initial move, which would have been like right here, we usually continue that move. We're not going to, on Mondays typically, we're not going to come down and then take out that same. We're not going to do that on Mondays. Usually, the first initial move, so like right here, this was 9 o'clock. We move above, and this right here is your first initial move. Okay? That's our first pullback. And then from there, we're going to continue to our second draw on liquidity right here. So it is not wise to counter trend Mondays. We are usually going to hunt Monday's liquidity Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay? If we take out the Monday move completely on Tuesday, Wednesdays we could we could also distribute liquidity, or we could hunt what has not been taken out on Tuesday. And then you're just going to have to wait and see if that plays out to see the narrative, the overall narrative for Thursday and Friday. But my big trading days will always be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's what my analytics show. So since nothing really is going on right now, I want to see that. Most profitable day is Wednesday. Why? Because we have the option to either distribute or hunt Monday and Tuesday's liquidity, right? That's why I feel like Wednesdays are my best day. Also, it is my worst day because, well, it's not my worst day, but it's just my most active day. That's why I feel like it is my most least profitable day. So Wednesday is going to be my most active day. So I'm not really looking to counter trend, to take a trade that counter trends this initial move. I realized that, hey, we could come and tap back into equilibrium. But before that, I have got to see keen manipulation and very clean displacement to then take that out. So that was our first leg. That was our pullback. This is our second leg. So right there, that liquidity has not gotten ran because we have standing liquidity still to be taken throughout this displacement. Because we want to displace, come take out liquidity, manipulate buyers, and then continue. So let's see what happens there, because we are still going along with the overall trend, the overall narrative for today. That is context. Now see how I'm not targeting this gap because we already ran through it. So this right here would be the most valid gap as of right now. So right here what we're wanting to do is attract buyers. Honestly, like for big scalpers, that right there would have been a solid move. 1 to 5, 1 to 2. Not the most valuable trade in the book, but that would have been a good move. And if we do burst through this gap, I'm looking to see a rejection right here. We're also filling in another gap. So this gap right here could be a little bit stronger than this one if we run and we close above outside this box. Okay, so right here I'm paying very close attention because that could lead towards a potential trade idea. So right now, let's see how many. All right, I need to lock in right here. I need to quit talking. But let's see how many bearish signatures we can stack upon each other to lead us to the best possible trade idea. So this is a stronger gap because we have this range inside of it. You could see something like this. Meaning we could take out this, maybe fill in here. So yeah, I want to make that very clear, you guys. I seriously condone, do not counter trend on Monday. Why? Because, say it to yourself, Mondays we are more than likely distributing liquidity. We are not hunting liquidity on Mondays. We're not going to have a first initial move and then completely counter trend that. We're not going to break that trend. We're very bearish narrative today, unless we see a move above this with very distinct price action. So if we close above this gap, that will generate liquidity to take out. That will lead us to take out these wicks right here and fill in this gap, which will complete. I don't trade this, but it will complete OTE. OTE is perfectly right there. That is optimal trade entry taught by ICT 2022 mentorship. This candle's saying, hey, we don't want to go any lower. So if we break above that, that's completely offsetting this candle. Because it's saying, hey, we don't want to go lower. If we take that out, we still have this pressure. That candle right here builds bearish narrative pressure. So if we take out those two wicks, I'm still anticipating bearish tendencies. So we did not really manipulate anything. So I'm not looking to take a trade right here. This right here is misleading traders to go lower. A bunch of people have done this right here. They've done just that. So watch, we're going to take out those stop losses. And we're going to take out these stop losses because traders sold right here. And as soon as we do that, I'm then looking for keen manipulation to fill in this gap, then displace very clean, which goes along with the overall narrative. That's why you do not take this setup right here, okay? Because that is the low probable trade as of right now. I preach this and I will continue to try to instill this in you guys' heads. So with this case scenario right here, worst case scenario, if you were to take this trade, worst case scenario is that you missed out on the low probable trade. Best case scenario, you waited for the A plus setup. Worst case scenario is that you missed out on the low probable trade. Let that hit you. Say that to yourself a couple times. Worst case scenario right here, you missed out on the low probable trade. That's not an A plus setup. Best case scenario, you waited for the A plus setup. And hopefully that pans out today. So right here, I'm waiting to see if we can hold this fair value gap and close up strong, take out this wick. That would generate more of a move to take out these wicks and these wicks. Let's see if that happens. We need to suck back up into this gap and close. Okay, we didn't do that. I'm telling you, there are a bunch of people who did this, who did this, and they're about to get their stops taken right now. And that's going to fuel liquidity to come up, take out these wicks, and hopefully these wicks, fill in this gap, and we're going to get a clean move to the downside for hopefully a nice 100-point move, which will fill in the overall narrative of taking out the liquidity stored inside of this new week opening gap. So now we just have to be patient and wait until that happens. I gotta go pee again. Holy shoot. Alright, so note that we are holding this gap now. And I apologize because this is a messy chart. I don't condone having a messy chart, but I just want to visually annotate, and I want to fully put on this screen what's going on in my head. So as soon as we raid this gap, I'm going to take it off. So we've now taken stop losses of people who've taken trades, sells all through this move. I want to see us take out this wick, these two wicks, because people also sold right there. Stop losses are maybe right here. I'm now going to take out that wick, or that fair value gap. This right here is going to be another time that people are going to sell, and I'm looking to take out those stop losses right there. And we seriously could end up dumping if we take out this and displace clean. So now, this is what I'm saying. This right here was the first initial move. This is going to be our first initial pullback to lead to our strong second leg. All right, I'm done talking. I'm about to lock in right here. I don't think our manipulation is strong enough right here. This right here is a perfect pocket in price. We have a very strong range right here as well. Still think it's too early. I think that's going to be the move. I don't love these two price. I don't love the price action of these two candles right here. We could very well go lower from right here, but 4 out of 5 boxes are checked on my confirmation checklist. Manipulation, displacement. I don't like the price action. Context is immaculate, and then this trade is not as valuable to me because that's only a 1 to 3. So really, only 3 out of the 5 confirmations are checked off right now. So this is our first big initial pullback throughout this price leg, and this is going to be the second leg. So it's looking slim that we're going to retrace that high and take out those wicks. But this trade is not valuable, and I need for my stop loss to be above that. So if we completely pull back to that fair value gap, the move up of us taking out that liquidity will generate a huge momentum flush to the downside, because so many people sold off right here. Stop losses are going to get taken again. That's where we will enter. And still, I'm not going to just because of the fact that we retraced to this fair value gap is not a valid entry. We have to see proper price action that, hey, we want to displace lower. But I don't think, it's not looking like we're going to retrace all the way back. I feel like we tapped into the bottom half of this fair value gap, which is still bearish signature. But I want to be very patient because this move could play out and it could just be slow rolling into lunch. So this second leg could be the PM session move. So I'm having to be very patient right here. I really want to take this because now we have taken out these wicks. That right there is insane. That right there is insane that we just gap like that. You do not see that happening a lot during the AM session. So if we just place properly right here, this could be a valid trade. Alright, I want to get off the 30-second. I don't need to be looking at that right now. That can mislead me to do something. And for the most part, guys, it's better to have two perspectives on price. I'll say have either like, if you're trading off one monitor, have the screen half and half. Like, make sure you look at the 30-second and the 1 minute, or the what I prefer, the 1 minute and the 3 minute, or like 3 minute, 15 minute, or something like that. But don't ever just look at it in the 1 minute because so this right here could be manipulation because we closed above this wick and now we have closed below. But I still preferably want to see us move higher into this range. That is a perfect pocket of price freelancing, free range liquidity right there to be taken. I think this is going to be the A+ entry. All right, we have manipulation. We have, let's see if we have clean displacement. We do not. Absolutely, we do not. So let's see if we get proper price action right here. I want to see us close below this wick. You see price action right here? We have a lot of stored up pressure right here because we don't know if we want to go up or if we want to crash right now. Note to yourself, you guys, there's a lot of people who just sold right there. So if we close above and we take that out, Ooh. Guys, we just dodged a huge bullet right there. Why? Because we did not have proper price action. That's why you do not take the low probable setup. You wait for the A plus entry. So many people just got wrecked right there. All right, let's see what happens. Wow, bro. It's just like, it makes me so happy because the old, impatient, non confirmation checklist version of myself, I know about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I would have taken that trade. And to see me correct myself and grow from that, man, that makes me happy. That makes me really happy. So now that we have taken out this range, that's going to then fuel us to get to here. Because that right there was a failed push down. That was a failed breakdown. So now, since we took these wicks and these stop losses of everyone who sold right there, that's going to fuel us to get to here, hopefully. All right, so I am paper trading on the computer to my left to see exactly how much my stop loss would be if I was to take a trade right here. All right, so let's see right here. All right, this right here. Let's see. This candle right here says we want to go down. We want to go down. Let's see if the price action pans out right here.
Order filled.
I like this. I like that price action. Bro, Top Step is acting up today. Like my trading view server is still showing like everything. Top Step is just bro. So we have already displaced 17 points. See what I'm saying, bro? What is going on? This is the second time that we have gapped. All right, so this is the only time that I use my moving averages. This is not good signs for me to stay in this trade because this gap in BS, like, it means that we have a lot of bearish volatility. But it's like, now how am I supposed to judge this? How am I supposed to grade this? Thankfully on I'm able to look at this on TradingView. I'm thinking this could be a, if we get offered break even, I think I'm gonna take that because this gap and bull crap, that is against everything. That's not. But still, there's no reason to because we haven't closed above any of the moving averages. That's a good sign. Bump that, bro. I'm not getting out this trade break even. This is that A plus setup. Let's just see what happens. I don't like that gap, and that's. I just added a 5 EMA. I just want to see. So right now, what I'm seeing is I really don't like this. This is like. So we closed above the EMA. If we close outside this fair value gap, There's too much bullishness going on. We've now closed above the 20 and the 9. If we close above this wick, I think that's enough to say, all right, let's get out and see if we can get offered another entry up here. We need to close below those moving averages. Go.
Order
I'm getting
filled.
out. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, bro. That's why you wait for candle closures. Because that could have saved us $77, and we could have still been in a trade. Bro, this is choppy stuff, man. I don't want to be involved in this. That gap and stuff just really threw me off. So looking on the 3-minute now, we have closed below both averages. This is PMI Mondays. This right here is PMI Mondays, bro. This shit right here is freaking ridiculous. This is fun stuff, but damn. That's why you got to be patient, because the whole trade idea was for us to come up here into this gap. And look, so we just did it again. A bunch of sellers got in right here. So let's see what we can do up here at this gap. Wow. So now it's like, are we... Am I trying to chase this bearish trade right here? Am I trying to chase this too much? Because now it's looking like... No. I think this trade is just... Now there's too much risk going on. It's too risky right now. So now I'm asking myself, like, am I okay with going break even for today? Because now it's 11:43. We're about to go into lunch hour. And I'm not going to be able to trade PM session because I got to go to work. I did take a good stab at it today. I feel like this is... If we end up displacing down right here, I'm not taking that trade, I don't think. It is unhealthy for me to take that trade. I've got to see us come up and take out this wick right here. Or I've got to see that happen. So that is break even. And it's like, even if we do I don't think the freaking narrative is bearish anymore. I feel like I'm spending too much time on the 1 minute now. I need to chill out and be really patient. Because like in this price bubble right here, it's like we have too much liquidity right there. So it's like, what's about to happen from there? Or really, it's like this. We have too much. And I hate using trend lines, bro. But I seriously want to see us go up into this gap. That's going to be the only next entry today. But you guys, this right here is such a good entry still because we still manipulated this range. We still manipulated this range. We manipulate, we fill in a fair value gap. We have great displacement. I love that price action. That is manipulation, displacement, price action. Context is that we're still going to continue today's overall trend. And then value. The trade was a 1 to 2, and I was risking 32 points. That's a little bit more than I was anticipating, but I was okay with that for the time being. That right there is an A+ setup. And as soon as we closed above the 20 moving average, that's whenever I had to take initiative and say, okay, I don't like this. And if I didn't do that, I would right now I would still be in drawdown. And it is better. That right there is an A+ entry for me. That is A+. Okay. I think we're gonna do it again. I think we're just trying to attract more sellers. No. I think this is going to be the move. I think this is going to be it right here. Let's wait and see how this candle closes because this could be the move. I'm just going to have to risk down.
Order filled. Order filled.
No. I'm not doing that either. That goes against what I'm saying, man. Bro, they are dirty. This is dirty stuff right here, man. This is... Because now it's like, even if we do go up and we tap into this gap, this is dirty shit. So this was last week's new opening gap. New week opening gap. Let's see how this candle closes. Bro, this is so dirty because they could be doing this right before lunch, and then during lunch we could just roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, and then around 1 or 12:45, bam. Let's see if we can fill in this gap. Because we filled in this gap up here. That's like, if we invert this gap, I'm gonna have to go down and have to risk 5 contracts, because this is like, and risk about $300. This is just like, it is. There's so much pressure right here, and we don't have a lot of range or distance away from this moving average. Gosh, bro, this is dirty stuff right here, you guys. Bro, you guys, this is so dirty right here. I'm very happy that I got out at break even. This right here is like, I think I got out somewhere right there. I think that was a great time to get out. This is dirty stuff. Because now we've inverted a fair value gap going up. This is dirty work. Because either we're going to just slow roll into this gap, and then we're going to crash 115 minutes, maybe during or after lunch. Or either we are going to maybe try to get to equilibrium. Man, that is dirty, bro. They have manipulated down. They have attracted so many sellers. They have attracted sellers so many times. 1 point right there. 2 is right there. That's the A plus entry. 3 times more sellers because this is what is happening. First sellers to get in. Second sellers to get in. This is like the third wave of sellers who has gotten in. This is dirty, dirty, dirty. This is Monday PMI context. This is dirty work, man. This is very, gosh, dude. So if I would have entered right there, I would now be negative $300, risking 5 contracts. Man. Bro, for whoever is out there who has made it this far into the video, I applaud you, brother. I really, really appreciate you, man. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it because this video is now probably 2.5 hours long. This is a 2-hour video. And I applaud you, man. Thank you for sticking it out. So this is what I'm wanting to happen. I want us to gather, displace, cross the moving average to then proceed lower. But I don't want to pay too much attention to the moving average right now. And I'm going to have to wait for keen price action lower. Like if it is not perfect, I'm perfectly fine. Or if we even burst through this gap, I think I'm going to get off the charts because this is dirty stuff. And note the distance away from the moving average now. So if I were to take this trade, or if we get some type of displacement right here and I enter, I'm only going to be risking about $350 maximum, risking 10 contracts. I think it is too much to risk because the whole point is to pass the challenge off of this next trade. If I were to take a sell and we hit 115 points risking 10 contracts, that is up $2,000. I only need about $1,600 to pass. And I have been very patient. I have I've taken an entry that ended up being break even. And if we close above this range right here, it's almost like I don't want to. All right. I don't like that price action. It's almost like it's too much. If we can come up and tap in this fair value gap, oh, my heart is pounding right now, bro. All right, we have to come up and tap into this fair value gap for me to take this trade. As soon as we do that, I'm going to enter. Stop loss is going to be above this range. Let's freaking go. This is exactly where we want to be. All right. If we don't come up into that fair value gap, I can't take this trade because it is not valuable enough. I'll be risking too much. So my stop loss should be around $450 as soon as we tap into this gap. Risking 10 contracts. Because look, we have to take out this wick. And if I full out lose this trade, I'm okay with that. This is the trade I've been waiting 3.5 hours for. Go back up. Go back up. I don't think we have enough yet. I think we have to go up and at least take out that wick. I want to see us fill in this gap perfectly. My hand is off the mouse. Oh, brother. And I don't want to see us just take it out. I want to see us take it out and then price action show us we want to go lower. All right. Here we go. This could be it right here. Let's see. As soon as we close below with good price action, that's going to insinuate me to buy. If we continue to push up, no entry. Wow. If we close above this range, I would then be bullish. It's still not enough confirmation. We need to see displacement candles to the downside. Alright, so I don't want to look at that anymore. Dude, this is dirty, dirty stuff. I've had to go to the maximum today. That's what I was talking about. I want to see us kind of consolidate and close this range or the distance from us from the moving averages. So I'm now looking at the 30-second chart on my screen to my right and the 1 minute on the screen to my left. As soon as we close below this wick, I think that's going to be enough. Okay. We are respecting this range right here. This whole price leg right here is overbought, in my opinion. I don't want to miss anything. I think that's what's going to have to happen. I'm going to have to move my stop loss up. And if we close above this range right here, my whole narrative is going to be bullish. unless we manipulate that range, but I'm not seeing that anymore. So now we have cleared that gap. I don't want to look at that anymore. So now I'm bullish. I don't want to counter trend because what's happened now is we have swept that liquidity and filled in that fair value gap. We've closed below. Holy smokes, dude. We've got to close below this range for me to be bearish again. And dude, I'm not seeing why we would continue to go lower now because we've taken out almost all of buy side liquidity. I want to see one more candle.
Order filled.
Dadgummit, man. That 30-second chart just fucked me. Gosh, dang it, bro. That 30-second entry just really messed me up. That really just messed me up. Because we did not have correct candle closure on the 1 minute. It's not good. If we get offered break even, I'm getting out at break even. Oh, I cannot believe this right now. Please push down one more time so I can get out break even. If we close above that range, I'm gonna get out. I just have to face the fact that
Order filled.
it's another small loss. Fuck. Freak. I'm sorry, y'all. That's two. Gosh damn it, man. I've waited 3 hours just to take a bad entry, man. That's what kills me, guys. It's like that 30-second chart got my ass again, bro. Because if we were on the 1 minute, I would not have taken that entry at all. At all. That's bad entry on my behalf. I cannot accept the fact that we are bullish. Let's see if this is what can take place. If we can clear this wick and close below this range, that will validify everything, or that will vindicate everything. With proper price action on the 1 minute time frame, that is perfect. That is a 1 to 3 risk to reward. We have to have proper price action closure on the 1 minute. If we can close below strong, nope. All right. There it was, right there. Come back up. This is so damn frustrating, bro. Entry should have been right there. Come back up. Holy shit, bro. This is like, I've got to be able to take a nap after this or something. This is freaking. Oh my gosh. This will be the A plus perfect entry. If I lose, I don't care, man. I busted my ass during this trading day. This is just mentally exhausting. This type of trade, this is the shit that I live for, man. This right here. Just wait, 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 wait. Not yet. One more push up. We want to burst down so bad, dude. Come on. Oh my gosh, I about just bought the market. Holy crap. We're about to snatch below. If we invert this gap and close above this range, bro, I'm not. I'm about to be freaking over this shit. Come back down into the fair value gap. Come back down. Bro. Close. Strong. Close below and close below the range. Close below and close below the range. Hold. Close below. Close below. You guys, this is the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my life today. This is the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my life. This is absolutely unreal. See how we are still holding that fair value gap? We've not closed above. Close below the range. Close below the range. Gosh damn it. Close below. Close in that fair value gap. Close bearish. Now we buy. I'm bullish. I'm trying not to stay emotionally attached. But dude, we have closed below this range and we have closed above, and now we are displacing up. Oh my god, bro. Let me tell you guys something. If we close below with strong price action, I will then be bearish. If we invert this gap and we close below, I will be bearish and I will enter a trade. I'm not convinced that we are bearish anymore. We have taken out all bearish liquidity to the upside. Holy shit. That's manipulation to the upside for buyers. I think they've held off since They were holding it until lunch. We've got to close up with strong, strong. There's still going to be a 100-point move to the upside or downside today. This is going to be our last push down today if we do not close below this range. And we will sprout up another 80 points. Bro, if we do some gap and bullcrap again. We're going to close above this wick and we're going to go up. Oh my gosh. There's no way. This is the craziest. Oh my god, dude, this is what I've waited for the whole entire day, bro. Close up stronger. Oh my god, bro. We've got to close up. We're going to come down and respect this range and then close up above this range right here, and that's going to be the entry. Bro, I'm not emotionally attached. This shit is about to work out. This is all going to work out. I've waited so patiently. Oh, dear. Do it. Go. Close above.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, my sweet heavens. That is what we have waited for, friends. This is the craziest. I've never seen this in my entire life. There is no way. There is no freaking way that we come down and we fill in this gap. There is no way that happens. I just, there's no way. There's no way. So guys, this is why this is that A+ entry. We closed above the range, we closed below, we close above. I don't care if I lose this trade. This is, oh my god, dude. Like, I can't even describe. I've held off for the perfect entry. If this is a losing trade, I don't give a I don't care, bro. This is, oh my gosh, bro. So price is like malfunctioning right now, and we're about to break through to the upside. Oh my gosh, bro. I've got to just take a second to chill out. That is, oh, this is about to give me a heart attack. That's a very scary candle right there, but we're about to go up. All right. So there's a tiny fair value gap in there if we close below, which I don't think we're going to do. Despite me taking two basically break-even trades, this is one of the best trading performances ever. and I will go foot to foot with any trader on YouTube. And like I say that humbly, but oh my God, that is an A+ entry, and I don't care if I lose this trade. That right there is a win for the day. That is, and there is no way that we're going to come back and fill this. There is no way. Oh my God, dude. This is a different type of setup, but this is something I'm familiar with. I'm going to be really scared if we close below these wicks. But I'm holding this trade because I'm familiar with this. I hope one day this video gets over 10,000 likes. This is the, you guys, this is the, oh my gosh, I've documented everything possibly. Oh my gosh. This wick right here for me though said it all. I want to take another entry right here. That's how confident I am in this trade. Oh my gosh. Alright. If we go below here, I think the algos are about to turn on and we're fixing to go up a lot. Right here. In these next set of 3 candles. It's just like, am I emotionally attached to this trade? And is there anything else that I'm seeing? Oh my gosh, bro, you gotta be kidding me. I think this is going to be the false push. This is going to be the trade to attract sellers. And then we're going to take that out and we're going to explode. I don't want to risk more than this right here. I don't. Go up. Go up more. Alright, are we lacking volatility? Are we lacking volatility? There's just no way. There is no way, bro. Bro, I've worked way too hard for this not to pan out. We've got to explode one way or another. If we fail to push up right here, I might just get out. Dude, I can't. I can't. This is... Hold this fair value gap one last time. And where are we trying to go? Dude, the odds of us... I just have to be patient. You guys, this is the craziest trading experience of all time for me. But I've waited for the A+ entry. We could see a 50-point uprise. I'm expecting like a crazy 50 point, 30 point, 40 point candle to appear. And it's just coming down to the wire. I might just have to show up late for work. This is unreal. If you have stuck around for this long, you don't know how much I appreciate you, man. I just, there is something going on, man. There is something going on. Hopefully, here it comes. This is going to be the big 50-point candle. Like, dude, I've done everything right. Just something is wrong. Like, dude, I can't. Oh my gosh, bro. This has got to be the last manipulation push, or either we're just about to shred down. That's got to be the last manipulation push. If we close below this gap, I'm then going to be terrified. if we don't close above, just have to be patient, bro. I mean, are we just lacking volatility at this point? If we proceed to push lower, inverse that gap. I want you guys to look at this. We have now respected perfect equilibrium of this price leg. Watch this go up. That is from these two highest bodies of the price leg to the two lowest bodies of the price leg. We have tapped into equilibrium perfectly. That has vindicated everything. This is, dude, there is no chance. There's no way, bro. This wick right here is saying we do not want to go lower. To the very tick. This is where we're going to get the move. And as soon as we flip over the moving averages, the algos are going to turn on. At 128. You guys are about to see something magical happen. Dude, this is a 1 in 1,000 day. This is like, there's no way, dude. If we fail to push up and I'm off or break even, I've got to get out. If we fail to push up right here, because we're going to continue to hit this gap and we're just going to move down further. We have cleanly closed below the moving averages. If I stay in this trade, it is prideful for me to stay in this trade. I should get out right here. But my discipline is telling me to stay in this trade. I refuse. Please close above. This is going to be my draw from going forward, but I'm going to watch closely. This is unbelievable what has happened today, guys. This was that candle that I was talking about, and it was only 20 points, but that's the one that I saw it before it happened, like that. Oh my gosh, bro. There's no flipping way. All we did was just fill in a tiny, tiny fair value gap right there. That's all we did. This has got to be that freaking move up. If it's not, dude, I'm just all over the place right now. Oh my gosh. Bro, I am damn near losing my mind, bro. Oh my gosh, Alan. Oh my gosh, Alan. This is, bro. I'm sorry, that was one of my trading friends, but he asked me if I was still in the trade. Bro, I'm damn near losing my mind. Oh my gosh, Alan. Oh my. It's just, bro, this is what it takes, man. Like, bro, oh my dear lord. I just, I just, I think I've got to go break even here. If we close below the 20 EMA, I've got to get out of this trade. Or either I'm going to be here until 5 o'clock holding this. If we close below, I'm out.
Order filled.
This is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. I just I mean, what do I do? Dude, I'm not convinced that we're gonna go lower, but oh my god, bro. I'm just pissed that I didn't stick the trade out. But bro, we closed below both moving averages. It's like this is just, dude. I don't understand this. This has just freaked me out. Like I'm genuinely freaked out. Bro, we are supposed to go up from right here. I just oh my god, bro. I'm just like I don't know what to think. And we're still bullish because we haven't closed below this range. Bro, I'm just stupid. But I can't enter. I cannot enter this trade again. All right, so everything from here is just emotional attachment. Oh, and I'm starving, bro. I did every single thing absolutely perfect, bro. And I still lost. That's why I'm like losing my mind. Something. This is just like. So, what is the harsh reality? I entered a trade at 1 p.m. That's just insane to me. All right, that's gonna be the video, man. That is just. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's unreal. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.